Hello, and welcome to our monthly series highlighting specific features on USGA tournament management. My name is Tyler Cope, and I'm the Golf Genius software account manager for the West region. This month, we're going to focus on World Handicapping System and how that applies to USGA tournament management. We're really going to focus on three different areas in this short presentation. And they're going to be the ability to update handicaps using a specific revision date, the importance of checking the handicap analysis, and then the ability to post scores, calculating adjusted gross score based on net double bogey. So I've got an event set up here. And if you have any questions, whether your event or league is using WHS, if you go under the event profile, under the handicap settings, we can see that the handicap system in use is World Handicap System, as this event is taking place after January 6, 2020. So let's take a look. How would we update handicaps to use a specific revision date? So under the Golfers tab, access GIN to update handicap indexes. If we were going to update handicaps, we've got a number of different methods. So we can use current handicap, a low over 6 or 12 months, but we can also use a specific date. Now, we will be adding a new option here that allows you to just pick a specific date, but we can achieve the same thing currently. So if we use a low handicap over a specific date range, we get a calendar over here, and let's say I want to update this player's handicap to the revision on the 10th. I select the 10th in both calendars, and I update. And that's going to queue GIN and pull in Connor's handicap index on the 10th. Now, the next thing that we would do, I've got course and tee and players already assigned in the pairings. So if I go into the rounds tab and go under handicap analysis, this is going to be an extremely important feature for you going forward. If we look at the net tournament that I have set up, which is just an individual tournament, I can open up Dave's profile, and we see exactly how his handicap is being calculated. So we use his index. We take that index times the slope of the course, divide by 113, which is unrounded. We then apply course rating minus par, and that leaves us with the course handicap, which is then the playing handicap, as there's no further adjustments. So the handicap analysis is a very important tool, especially now with WHS in effect, to make sure that one, handicaps are being calculated as you would expect, and two, you can explain how a handicap is being calculated if a player or team questions their handicap. The final piece of this is the posting of scores back to GIN. So under the rounds tab, if we go to post scores to GIN, what we do is we actually queue GIN for the player's current handicap index, because a change from the previous system is, in order to calculate net double bogey correctly and players' adjusted gross scores, we need to calculate the player's course handicap based on their current handicap index. Now, as we know, we updated Connor's handicap index to a past revision date, so that's not his current handicap index. We use the current handicap index, calculate the player's course handicap, and those strokes get applied appropriately over the appropriate holes where those strokes would fall. So it's going to be a change from the previous system, and it's a lot more tedious work to actually calculate the player's adjusted gross score correctly. But in USGA tournament management, if you just enter the player's gross hole-by-hole scores and come into post scores to GIN, we calculate that for you automatically. So we can see that this player's handicap index is an 11.0. The adjusted gross score of an 88 is based on the current handicap index, which then calculates to the current course handicap. So those are three main areas that I wanted to touch on for this month. If you're not using USGA tournament management, I would suggest reaching out to the SCGA and their membership department, and they can activate your account. If you are using it currently, hopefully this is a good refresher or a reminder of how World Handicap system gets applied within USGA tournament management. Thank you.